Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Lovepreet, one of the members in Avi's community. Okay. I started my trading like 2 years ago, and since then I got some rough time, and backtesting has helped me a lot. Today we are going to present how to do some kind of backtesting. Please be with me, as I said, we'll go for the live backtesting. You can choose any kind of ticker of the Mag 7s and any date you would like to go for the backtesting. I just want to show that it works on any of those Mag 7s except Tesla, because my strategy is not that good for the Tesla. But rather than that, you can put any ticker and any date or time. Just choose any month or any ticker.
Let's go NVIDIA. I don't know, last month or something, any day.
NVIDIA for last month. Let's see if I have that here. I can jump to that.
Can you walk us through where you get these when you land to this page? Because not everyone is using TradeZilla. I'm not using it, so I just want to make sure that when I'm starting using it, I know where to start first.
How to use TradeZilla?
No, yes, but coming to this backtesting, where is it? Where should I start to come to this page?
You can start it in, at first I would say in TradingView, because it's quite easy with the TradingView replay mode. After that, once you start having an idea about how things are going, you can then transition to the TradeZilla to have more insights.
And where do you select this in TradeZilla? Where on the option menu, on the menu that you have, where do you select that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, over here, once you press this backtesting, then you have these 4 to 5 options, and then from there you can create a new session. Let's create a new one.
Okay.
Test 3. Description, just move 1 minute. Playbook, let's create a new playbook. General information, name, test 3, 1 minute, 30 minute. Description can be anything. Then entry criteria, always entry the pullback. So you can put your entry criteria. I would suggest to go with the minimal number of rules when you start doing the backtesting, because you will build the rules as you go through the trades. So once you do your first 100 trades, after that you can see the results and see what you can change and then move from there. Change just one thing so that you know how that change has affected your trading. For example, I've recently changed from taking trades all the way from market opening to 12:30 p.m. to from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Oh, 12:30 p.m. Yes, because in the first to 1.5 hour, my win rate wasn't that good, and I was getting chopped a lot. So I removed that. I'll show you how you can get that data later on as we go through the trades. Here you can put your entry criteria and be.
Okay, I found this on the web. Can you put your entry criteria? Check it out.
Sorry. Exit. So it's either target is next level or
So Lapreet, this is just a text, right? I mean, will it do anything or just for information?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
So this exit criteria that you are typing, is it
Yes.
for information, for your information? Or
Yes,
will it
it is just for my information, just to bring the clarity. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Or stop loss. Behind the entry. Go. So go quickly. Range before open is best for taking breakout. You can just put any of the criteria that you're going to test. Breakout, retest. Okay. Trade playbook. Connect playbook. Test 3. Symbol. Stocks. Video. 10,000. Start date. Is last month, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
Well, yeah, that will do.
last month and date state yesterday's. Okay. There we go. On the right side over here, you can put any of your takeaways in the going in the session. You can also put, especially I would suggest that to put up how you feel during the trade. Because as you go through the trade, if you go slowly, you'll feel more stressful as compared to if you go fast. Right? Over here, you can choose any time frame that'll pass in 1 second. So if I choose 10 seconds, it'll pass 10 seconds per second. So it's like 10 seconds passing per each tick. Choose it to 1 minute. So it's a 1 minute chart, and every tick is for 1 minute. Let's set up the layout a little bit to 30 minutes. 1 minute. Here we go. Okay. Then what I do is that's in fun. Because I thought I will have the levels from my DAS. Because usually what I do is take the levels from DAS as I do it after markets. But right now I can't go into the replay mode with DAS to take the levels, Fibonacci levels from that day. Okay, let's go with the range breakout and retest. I have to change a little bit in the strategy so that can go for range breakout and retest. Okay, just setting up a little bit of range here. I'll just move to the market open time. There we go. Okay. So what we'll do is you'll take trades once set breakout and retest the set range. here. So either on the top side of it breaks the lower part of the range, then I'll go for the lower side. Okay. I generally go for the candle closing part, which is why we will go for the 1 minute, or you can choose any. If you trade with the new highs or new lows, and those highs and lows occur in between, like the price is moving through the candle, as the candle hasn't been closed, but its price is moving and making a new high or a new low. If that's in your entry criteria, you can go ahead and choose from the seconds instead of just going for a minute. So if I go for a minute, each candle will be shown as a closed candle. Right. So if I go for 10 seconds, it will move 10 seconds per tick. And if I go for a minute, then I'll go for the candle closing part. So this candle was closed over here. And let's see if we get any entry from here. If it gets the breakout. It is just to get some data, so that my main goal was to show you how to analyze that data and make the changes, and how many trades you need to make that change. So basically what we are doing over here is just
Please got a question here from Asgar.
First, the question that I have is that, just for my understanding, maybe I didn't catch it. So you don't put any rule in the TradeZilla, means that there are no prompts or no rules that you said. It's kind of a replay mode that you pause it, you act and enter your strategy, and you continue. So it's, am I right? Or you can put a rule there, you can define rules.
you can put rules, but what I'm suggesting is, if you have a strategy, you can, if you have your specified rules or strategy, then you can put on the rules. But I'm trying to give you an overview from the very starting point.
Okay.
So that's why I suggested that we will go for the minimal rules, just for the entry and entry at the retest, and then exit is at the next level. Stop loss is just behind the entry candle or the candle before that, or or it could be in the middle of the range.
Okay, so basically what you're explaining now is the replay mode, how to utilize the replay mode.
Yes.
Okay.
So that you can use it as your own strategy.
Understand. Thanks.
Once we have a few trades, then we will go back and then analyze those trades. My basic point is to show you how to analyze the data that you have. Right. Okay. Let's see if we. Okay. There was a breakout, but the retest was not on the level. So we'll not take this. There we go. Next low candle close. Take the trade, stop loss here. And our this is the same Fibonacci tool just to have the idea of the target, because target is generally for the range breakouts. Target is generally at the same distance as it is in the range. As the price has been in the range, the same distance it goes for the target. For example, the target will be the same amount as it is from here to here. Let's go ahead and finish this. Oh, got stopped out. Okay. Let's see if we make a new low, close at a new low, then we'll take trade. No. 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 I'm sorry, guys, but we didn't get the Fibonacci levels because I can't go in the dash and then go for the replay because it doesn't play the replay mode until the market is open. I didn't know that detail.
You can demonstrate with the other levels just to show how backtesting works with this platform and how valuable it is. And
yeah, or what I can do is go in my previous sessions where I took like 60 or 100 or sometimes 250 trades in those sessions, then we can try and analyze those data.
Yep.
Right?
Sounds
So
good.
that'll be much easier because over here we will just pass the time taking trades, like 10, 15 trades, and it will not be as useful.
Yeah, Gurinder got a question here.
Yeah. So why TradeZilla? Why not just Dash Trader? Like why is better?
I'll show you right now.
Okay.
It is because you can check your backtesting results over here really clearly.
Okay.
For example, in this session, I took 63 trades. My win rate with that was 54. And then there's the profit factor is all of your profits divided by all of your losses. So this is our main goal.
So basically, that's the risk to reward 3.16.
No, the risk to reward is this 2.6.
Okay. Okay. All right. So,
yeah, he's using these trades because it can journal it as well. In DAS, you can do the replay. Yes, you can do it, but you cannot journal it. So, but he's using the journaling, and that journaling is using what is the win rate, what is the lose rate, what is the best timing. That is why it's mixing these two together, and that's the benefit of it.
But would you be able to journal your live trade in this or no? Like, can you copy trades from Dash Trader and record in here, or like your live trading?
I don't think that will work as in the backtesting. But if somehow you can take those trades from Dash Replay, like if you can have a sheet that is TradeZilla enabled, then you can use that sheet and put your trades in the real from the real market, like in the market.
So sorry. I use a TraderView for my live trading, right?
Yeah.
Because TraderView copy my live trade into that. And I never use TraderView for my backtesting, or I don't. I never. I take screenshots of all my replays, but I don't have the access to this data. So like the trader has the software that it can copy the trade from that trader from live market and record it. Would you be able to do that on TradeZilla or no?
Lovepreet, I'm going to jump in. Yeah, you can go in there. So you can
Okay.
download all your trades and just upload it here.
Okay, all right, okay. So this is like, I don't think you can backtest on TraderView. I never tried it, but this looks better than the TraderView.
No, like I mean, the trades you download from DAS is just going to give you, the analytics, right? What he's showing right now. So once you upload, it will clearly show you every data of all the trades. What you did, your profit factor, everything, right?
Okay.
But and you can actually go back and see it live as well. So you click on the trade here, and it'll go back to the play session, and you can watch what he did wrong and everything. So you can do that, but backtesting, you have to do it separate. Like you have to do it on your own, based on your strategy, what Lovepreet is doing.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
And actually, it's very simple. I mean, they have a section for all the different trading platform you use, how to upload. I think there is an option to connect automatically as well. I'm not sure. I forgot now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But definitely you can download from DAS and upload it here.
All righty. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah, so where we were at DC. So it shows from the very starting, I took 10,000 as my starting balance. Then it grew with 63 trades out of those. So I have my average win and loss here as 74 and 28. The main takeaway comes for me, it was from here, is the trade time performance. As you can see, I got a lot of green dots that are in good profit, around 150, 100, or around 80 something. Like the average over here is 81 or 82, but the losses over here are minimal. Whereas in the market open session from 9:30 to 11, we got a lot of red dots. And if you count these green dots, these are almost as same as the red dots, right? So let's see if we can find what is my average after 11. Like, how do I perform if I start my trading at 11 a.m., right? To do that, you'll filter the data using day and time, entry time. And then for the minimum, we'll put 11. Please remember these, the profit factor over here, it was 3.16. Let's see how we do after 11. Right? Sorry, Grundy, you're mute.
Golden hour.
Yeah, it's doubled, more than doubled.
That's why we were pushing Avi to have the session at 11.
Like that was the main takeaway for me. Like I've had some of the others as well, like taking entry at the candle closing and only taking breakout retest instead of going for the reversals. But this was one of the main that I have took recently, just after seeing the dots, that how I'm performing after 11, right? So you can take trades, build your own. Once you have your own strategy, then I checked it with the previous session that maybe I'm just good in this session with the 63 trades. Let's check it with the 108 trades. If I did the same thing.
Lovepreet, one quick question. Do you trade mostly in shares or with options?
With the I started in the equities, but now I trade options.
Okay, because options tend to lose value over a period of time. So if you take trades in the morning, do you do a quick get in, get out, or sometimes you hold as well?
for me, it's around, like, my trade duration is around 8 to 9 minutes.
Okay.
So I enter at the first level and then hold it to the target. That's another takeaway that I took from here, that how much money do I make if I take partials at 2R, 3R, or if I hold it to the target. Then I found that holding to the target makes me the most amount of money as compared to taking partials in the way. And also,
When
it's
when you say holding to the target, do you wait for the next Avinachi level to hit,
Yes.
or do you take the way you have defined the range, you wait for the whole range to be run?
range was just to show you how to, like, range was just I was trying to take trades based on any like basic strategy. It was just to show how to use the layout inside over here in the trade Zella.
Okay.
So I do trade on and based on the Fibonacci levels. Then I have recently added the lows and highs of previous 2 days. Right. And we were checking the if trading after 11 a.m. works for the other sessions as well. Right. We checked the previous one. Let's check for this one as well. Basically, if I trade throughout from opening all the way to, so generally I take entries at until 12:30. So these 3 are the outsiders. Let's filter this. Make sure you remember profit factor for this one is 2.96. We change the entry time to 11. There you go. So trade win percentage increased from around 56 or 57 to 67, and our average win loss trade, the risk to reward ratio goes from around 2.8 something to 3.73. So that the point I'm making here, if I trade after 11, I'll be a whole lot more profitable. I will take less and less trades.
My mic, all okay?
Your mic has
airplane noise.
noise, I guess.
Sorry, getting extra noise through my mic?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, the point I was making here is if I trade after 11, I'll make a lot more money with a minimal risk. Also, if you see the risk over here, it went down from 19 to 14. However, the win is at around same. It was around $50, and now it's still around $50. So my average risk to reward has increased, as well as my trading win percentage. These are the kind of takeaways you need to actually improve your trading. So that, and also while doing the back testing, make sure you're honest, because that will be the only thing that can come in between you and the correct data that you're looking for. If you're not being honest, if you're going back and thinking, oh, once you see, because in the very beginning it happened to me a lot, because once you see the the trend continuation, then you can see, okay, so once the price went from here to here, then you can see, okay, there was a entry criteria that I have in my trade book that was building over here. Then you go back here and then take the entry, because that will distort your true data. Make sure you don't do that, because that's the only thing that will stop you from getting the actual honest data that you're looking for.
You got a question here from Sumit.
Hey, Lavpreet. So I'm a little confused. So this data that you are showing, is it from the live trades or is it from the backtesting?
It is from the backtesting.
Okay, so you started your session in the morning, like starting 9:30, and then you took the trades as you would normally do.
Yes.
And then you figured out that after 11, your accuracy is better.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
So you go ahead with you trade as you trade in the real market, but then you get the data. Once you have the data, then you can find, okay, in what time period I do the best, and what is the time duration I do the best. For example, how long do I hold? My losers, I generally, before 10 minutes of my trades are in the losses. So my winners don't even start until 10 minutes.
Got it. So now you actually trade after 11. So you don't trade for like first 1.5 hours.
Yes, I've stopped based on this. I've stopped trading the open. Only trade after 11 a.m.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'll get less number of trades, but it'll be more beneficial for me to take trades after 11. So if I get lesser number of trades, instead of going for more number of trades, I can just increase my size a little bit, right? So instead of getting 4 losses, I'll be able to take 2 losses because I will get a lesser number of trades. So I can risk more per trade. As my risk to reward ratio, I will make more, and my win percentage is more.
Nice. You got a question here from Dave.
Hey, Lavpreet.
Hey, Dave.
So after 11, like you take the trades as the reversals or the continuation? Like, so what do you do? Like, so what kind of setup you look for?
So I can show you my trade book over here. Okay, so it'll be the session notes that you'll be able to see. Okay, over here, I built my trade book over here in the session notes.
This is a breakout. Is it a test and breakout? Based
Yes.
on notes.
So these session notes are my trade book. So I started with only 3 rules. Then as I saw along the way, as I was backtesting, okay, this works. Then I added, now I need to take entries only after the candle closing at a higher point. Okay, then I backtested that. After that, I added some more things. Like I will not go for the reversals. I will go only for the breakout retest. Even with the reversals, they are kind of like breakout and continuations. For example, if I see, I'll show you like what kind. There is this one type of reversals. If the price goes up and it goes away from the Fibonacci level and then start the range up there, go for a lot of range, and then the price breaks out the level that I was holding during that range, and then it retests that level. I will take that breakout, but it'll be more like a reversal. Dave?
Yeah, so I got it. Like, so you go like, okay, just a retest like in that direction, like so in that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So technically, it's the continuation of the trend, like so. I will say that, like,
Yes, there will be still a kind of continuation, a breakout and a retest. Then we'll take entry at the lower or the higher closing point.
Yeah.
Lower for the shorts and higher for the longs.
Sounds good. Like, so one thing which I like you're very detail oriented, like in making the notes and everything. Like, so it's a very nice presentation of the data and collecting it. It's
Oh, I'm
really
sorry.
It's very really inspiring. Like, so I will start doing this thing from today.
Very useful for me too as well. Thanks, Lovepreet. I really appreciated that.
And I would suggest you one more thing, to be black and white. Don't go for the gray. Don't think, okay, I will take this trade, but I will not take the next time. So you either be very detailed in your trade book. To say, if I take trades at the candle closing, I will not and never take trades in between when the price is still fluctuating in that 1 minute candle. So make sure you have your clarity in the entries and exits, because otherwise, if you go for the gray area, then you'll be, what's the word?
Sometimes you get lucky, but most time you don't.
Yes. What's the correct word for that? Okay, it'll work sometime, but it'll be not the best thing for the data that you're looking for. It will be.
You can use Punjabi. We can.
I forgot the word.
Okay,
no, that's fine.
Lovepreet, like, so you take the on the 1 minute high hammer, or like, okay, you take a wait for the like 5 minute candle to close?
Just 1 minute.
Okay, thanks.
I trade only on the 1 minute. 30 minute is for the direction and the levels.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So effectively, you got to identify your trade book. You got to go into a replay mode, and your replay trading gets journaled, and then you get all the statistics. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if this software on TradeZilla, there's a way where you can type down your trade book, quite literally, identify it, and the software goes back a few months and looks at every time that setup happened and gives you statistics on what the results are? That's almost algorithmic stuff.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I would like that.
It is awesome, but they don't have this. So you have to manually do all the trades.
Gotcha.
There's a question in my mind that at what number of trades you can say that, okay, I have built enough data and I can trade based on this data. And that number is at least 500 trades, 400 to 500 trades. Once you have those 400 to 500 trades, you will have a pretty good idea if you're profitable at the end of those 400 to 500 trades. Then you can say, okay, I can trade based on this strategy. If you don't have those, if you're not profitable after 400 to 500 trades, you cannot be profitable in the real trading.
Mm-hmm.
You can be profitable in the practice and still lose money in the real market. But if you are not even profitable in the practice, in the backtesting, you'll never make it to the real market. You will always lose money. That's what we were talking about to Pascal on that day.
Mm-hmm.
Is he here?
No, he's no longer with us.
Lovepreet, generally, how many trades you take in a day?
In the backtesting or in the
No,
real market?
in the real space.
In the real market, I used to take 4 to 5, sometimes 6 trades in a day. But if I get like 3 or 4 losses, I will stop it.
Okay.
I'll not take the 5th or 6th trade.
You generally trade between 11 to 1. That's what you mentioned.
I have recently changed that from stopping my trading in the market open until 11 a.m. So now I trade after 11 a.m. only.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, 400 to 500 trades sounds like a lot, but realistically, in the replay mode, you get through that really fast. You don't need 500 days. You need just a couple of weeks, maybe a month at the most. If you're on a few hours a day, it happens quick. Replay mode is very, very powerful. So this is great. I gotta say, it's very powerful what you've got here and how to use this tool. I've done a lot of this replay mode stuff, but manually. I've been taking a pencil and paper and writing down statistics on my replay trading and taking screenshots of those, and that's how I developed this style. But this is great. You got a good tool here that'll do a lot of that hard work for you.
Yeah.
And you can just keep resetting the replay on different dates and keep taking those setups, go on a faster speed or whatever you need to do. And it doesn't take 500 days for 500 trades. It really does. It's like 30 days, 20 days, whatever.
Yeah, Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, we like so I started recently using the replay mode, but I noticed one thing difference between the replay and the actual, like when the market is live. You're like very much relaxed in the replay and you're just in the sim, like, so it impacts your psychology that, oh no, don't worry, like even if you go wrong, that you're not losing anything, like, so you're not losing, like your emotions are less prevalent like in the replay mode than in the live market. That's the big difference which I've seen like so far, at least with me.
No, it's not just you. You're a human being, and so you're an emotional creature, just like we all are. We're all emotional creatures. So no, that's something that the emotions making your decisions for you is not something you really get in replay mode. It's hard to even journal that stuff. So what Lovepreet was saying also here is if you don't even find success in the replay mode, forget about going live. I mean, even with success in the replay mode, you may fail live because it's the emotions that are the difference. And then you still got to, once you go live, you got to journal your live trades, like a separate journal file, and see how your performance is there. And then you'll find that a lot of times, most of us human beings will find that we trade very different when we're live, just because we've got real money on the line, and then we discover new things in our trading that we got to adjust. So for me, for example, it was removing triggers that were getting me emotionally excited to get in, like volume and moving averages. So I got rid of those, and now I'm less triggered, less emotionally triggered to get into trades. So I mean, I discovered that only after going live in replay trading. I couldn't figure that out. No way.
Yeah.
So think about those things. Those are very important. Again, big difference, but never go live unless you have success in paper trading to begin with, replay trading to begin with.
That's true. Like so, also like I start holding more like in the replay mode than like I take like more partials in the live, but in the replay I practicing like okay holding it for longer.
You need some handcuffs with fur on it.
Okay, can I add something? So if, for example, for me, if I was trying to hold for 2 Fibonacci levels, it was not that profitable as compared to holding for just 1. So you can try and take trades for holding longer, and if you get better results, then you can find okay that then there are other ways to hold your trade to the target. You can use alerts, you can use trigger orders, you can use range orders. Like there's a lot of things you can do after that. But what you need to find is, does that works for you? Does that give you better results as compared to the taking partials? If that does, then there are a lot of ways to implement that.
I think this is helping to polish the strategy, not the trading style. Means, for example, someone has a strategy that I'm going to trade in 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, and you come back and in the replay mode, you said that if it breaks at 2 minutes, I'm going to take it no matter what, or I'm just going to partial at this level. So it's correct that emotions It's not going to be realistic in this, but the user can polish the strategy that this is the way that I am going to trade. If it goes to this level, I'm going to take it. So that's how we can polish the strategy. There is a lot of benefit to that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the first thing. The very first thing, as in identify a strategy and go test it, back test it before you even think about paper trading or anything. So absolutely right.
No, that's a very nice points. Thank you.
So we're here also like write how am I feeling as I'm going through the trade. That is also a good point to find your emotional triggers. For example, so most of us has that trigger when the price goes make a high and then comes down. That high was near your target, but it didn't touch the target. So it comes down, and when it starts to go up, it's near that previous high. All of us has that tendency to take the partials. I don't know why, but it is there because our mind doesn't understand the probabilities, but it does understand the risk reward. Okay, like at this point, the reward is just like 10 cents, but the risk is like around 50 cents or $1. Right? So we go ahead and then take the partials at that previous high. But I found if we keep holding our target at the same point, 90% of the times it will hit that target and we'll make that extra cent, the extra 10 cents. It gets harder and harder as it goes towards the target because our mind does understand the risk to reward ratio, but it doesn't understand the probabilities of the previous statistics. So which is why taking your screen away or like do something else and let your exits be relied on the range orders or alerts. That will work the best for you. Like that works the best for me. But you can find. I think you will find the same thing.
Yep, I agree 100%. On all the back testing I've done, basically holding for your target, you make more money. And those targets are 5 to 1, 3 to 1, something big. It just pops in your favor a few cents and you start hitting the partial button. That it's very hard to be profitable like that. You mess your risk to reward. And so whatever strategy you're working on, I recommend very strong RVR built into your strategy. Again, I put all that stuff in the course. But create that strategy with high RVR and then test it, back test it here. No matter what your strategy is, I've told this in bootcamp many times in the last couple of years. There's so many strategies going around in there. I tell everyone in there, okay, give me your strategy, whatever it is, I don't care. Give it to me. I'll show you in 3 months. I'll be profitable. Any strategy, because what I'm going to do is I build in RVR in that strategy. So I don't care if I lose 80% of the time. I'll still make money. So build that into your trade book, identify it, write it down, and then do this replay mode. And see if it works, then tweak it. But never forfeit that big RVR. 1 R is 1 R loss. You don't hold past your loss. That's the first step. And then when you get something to run, let it run. And when you get good at letting it run and holding for your target, then you find ways to add along the way. That's when it gets massive, much, much bigger. These are all steps, one by one, one by one. Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, so this is the reason, okay, so the way, okay, you read the price action these days, regardless, okay, whatever you do, it is okay, bringing the success in that case, so that's how, okay, you're able to make, you simply keep, small tweaks, and they all bringing, results to you, because you have back tested, so well those things. I will say that, so it's really impressive, the way you're doing the things now.
Yeah, and really it's all based on backtesting. Whatever ideas I may have, I take off the moving average or I put some other indicator on or whatever, I put in that tweak, I write it down, and then I backtest it. Now here we got a great software for backtesting. It really helps make things easy. But yeah. And that's how, exactly. It's the tweaks. And you've seen the tweaks along the last, 2 years or so. There's been a lot of them. And so far I've landed here. But again, all of it is firstly starts with independent thinking and letting your creativity run. And if you find something in your mind that you're starting to get excited about, then write it down and then go test it. Again, back test it. Don't even wait for the market to open. Just back test it. You got all the software nowadays. We have this. TradeZilla is really interesting. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. My process is identical to this. It's the same thing.
Right thing. The problem I have is a target is a target. 5 cents away is not a target. I'm stubborn. Yeah. Yes, Shane, that's the thing that I found with my backtesting. That a target is a target.
Yeah. Let it run. You got to remember, you got to keep your winners bigger than your losers. Otherwise, you'll never make money in this business. So if your target is $1 away, you better have a bloody good reason to take it off before it gets there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
hey, guys. Any other questions?
Well, Dr. Love, I think you've done a great job. I mean, that's when there are no questions. That's perfect. You've explained it perfectly for everyone's understanding. So.
There we go.
Hey, sorry, I came in a little late.
Mic is weak.
Oh, sorry. Let me get a little closer. You discussed the importance of holding to the target. Did you discuss the importance of getting how close to the perfect entry versus if you stray from a little distance, meaning chase a little distance from your entry or take an early entry without confirmation, how that affects the win statistics?
What I have seen is having more confirmation is way much better than having less confirmation. And with the more confirmation, you just have to make sure that the RVR is in your favor. For example, if you're looking for 3R trades, make sure even after that confirmation or even after that new high or new low, the risk to reward ratio is still 3 or more than 3. Once you have that, then it should not be a problem. But going below that or taking premature trades, that's not the best thing to do.
Yeah, generally with more confirmation, what you get is a better win rate. As long as you still have better than 3-1 or 5-1 or something like that built into your trade book, even after confirmation. Now, that's the best situation. You don't want to have a 10% win rate and then 10R trades. You're still going to struggle a lot. You'd rather go with a 40% win rate and 5R trades or 6R trades. You'll be much more consistent. Even emotionally, you'll be more consistent, more stable, let's say.
Yeah, it makes sense because when you wait for confirmation, it's costing you money. But without confirmation, the chances of success also tend to go down. So there's that fine balancing act as to, at some point, when does confirmation turn into chasing?
Yeah. And if you're already getting close to your target and waiting for confirmation, then forget it. Let it go. Just let it go.
Thanks, Lovepreet.
Yeah. Any other questions you're looking for?
Thanks, Lovepreet. It was very useful.
Should be a lot. I was expecting a lot of questions because I think I didn't do a very good job in explaining all of this.
No, you did great, man. I appreciate the info.
It was really good.
You did a great job, Lovepreet. It was very clear. That's why there's no questions.
Yep. Solid, man. Solid. Very good. Great. All right. If there's no questions here, guys, I will stop this recording. Great stuff, Lovepreet.
Thank you.
Thank you.